Hello, juniors, and welcome to Film Online. I am Mr. Taylor, your film teacher, here at Freestyle, sitting alone in the dark. You know, I'm not entirely alone because I know Rathu is up there somewhere. Do you hear him? Couple things for this week that need to be done, that need to be accomplished, things that you must do, things that you must remember. Some advice, some encouragement, some admonition from me, your film teacher. First, your documentary final cuts were due last week, okay? I saw a lot of them come into the Dropbox. That's cool. If they're not in the Dropbox, they need to be in the Dropbox. Make sure that you export your final cut, make sure that your name is on it, and make sure that it is in the appropriate folder in my Dropbox, the documentary final cut folder in my Dropbox. Once they're there, I'm going to start uploading them to YouTube. I know you need them on your website pretty soon. So make sure that your final documentary cut is there. I will be grading them soon, in the future. I will get to that. Second, some of you are still missing rough cuts. That is not a small grade, folks. That is not a small amount of credit. In order for you to get credit for a rough cut, you must share it with the class to get feedback and critique. I appreciate so very much the people who have participated in offering feedback and critique. You people are the greatest. You people are wonderful. It really warms my heart. Once you have submitted your final documentary cut into the Dropbox folder, I will be sending out a star sheet, a final star sheet. You know what these look like. You've done them before. There will be a final star sheet for your documentary in which you will go through and be reflective in your answers, in which you will provide different responses about your documentary and the process that went into it. Please make sure that you look for that star sheet. It's going to be a Google form. Please make sure you fill it out when I send it out. That is how I know your documentary is ready to be graded. While we're on the subject of star sheets, some of you are still missing, even after many reminders, both in the video and in emails. Many of you are still missing star sheets for your individual dailies, the interviews. You need 4, no exceptions. You need 4. Many of you are missing those star sheets. Please make sure you finish those star sheets. That's how I know they exist, and that's how I will enter in grades for them. Once you have finished your documentary star sheet and it is in the Dropbox, your documentary unit will officially come to a close, and this chapter of our lives will be over. Now, we have already opened up the chapter of explorations, okay? Your explorations proposal was due before last Friday, so it was due on Thursday. I got maybe 18 of them from you. That's about half of you. About half of you are missing your explorations proposal. That's not cool. That's not good. What am I making videos for if you aren't even listening and following directions? Does not bode well for you for senior year. If that's you, if you are missing your explorations proposal, please make sure you do the explorations proposal. I sent you out a Google form. Please fill it out so that I have it. It will be there. Once I get your explorations proposal, I will respond via email and letting you know if your proposal is in good shape or if it needs to be revised in some way. And if you're in good shape or if you revise it and become in good shape, you will be given a green light to begin working on your explorations project. You have 4 weeks to work on your explorations project, and then they are due, and then the freestyle will come to an end. Many of the questions that I've gotten about the explorations project are somewhat similar. I will try to clarify. The explorations project is really about researching a skill that you are unfamiliar with, researching an idea or a concept in the film world or a job, but a skill, something that you aren't that familiar with, researching that, learning about it as much as you can, and then mastering that skill and showing mastery by creating something to showcase that skill. In your presentation, finally, you will teach us all about that skill and about what you have learned, as well as showing us the mastery of that, so that all students can look at you and say, wow, he's really an expert on that. Do not focus on creating a big final film project of sorts, okay? You don't have time. Think about how long your narrative project took. We worked on that for months. You have 4 weeks, okay? It's about research. It's about researching a skill. Okay. Right about here was where my microphone decided to stop working, and I didn't know until the end. That's annoying. Ugh. Okay, so make that your focus of the Explorations project. Again, the idea is to focus on the research and then to learn, how to develop that skill, how to learn and teach yourself a skill. That's really okay. There we go. Check, check. Check, check, check. Freaking Amazon Basic batteries. Okay, so make that your focus. Focus on the research, focus on the learning and development of a new skill. That is the point of the Explorations project. Don't spend your time trying to make a film or like some fancy thing. This is not a project to show off something that you're good at already. This is a project to learn how to learn something. Okay? And this is really important. This is a really important skill that I'm trying to teach you in the class. This is really important to prepare you for next year. Trying to do my best here to prepare you for next year. So make that your focus. You have 4 weeks left to learn something cool and to develop a skill. Hang in there with me, okay? Some of you have fallen off the face of the map. 4 weeks left, okay? And then freestyle is done for the school year. You need to hang on with me for a little bit more. You've got one last project here. And I got to be honest with you, the staff is paying attention. The staff is paying attention to who's meeting their deadlines, to who's getting stuff done, to who is a self-starter, to who is accomplishing their projects. These are skills that we value at Freestyle. These are skills that we value in film class. If you want to come back next year, you need to put forth the effort. You need to be able to do these things. Meet your deadlines. You need to check your emails. You need to follow through on your projects. You need to make the most of difficult situations. Project-based learning is about overcoming insurmountable odds, insurmountable difficulty. You've been handed a difficult situation. We're paying attention to who faces that challenge and who strives to overcome it. Are you going to face that challenge, or are you going to throw your hands up in the air and say, I give up? All right, so that is it for the week. Please make sure that you check your email. Please make sure that I get your proposals. Please make sure that you follow through on your deadlines. And finally, if you have made it to the end of this video, you have watched this video in its entirety, I would like to know it. Please send me an email with a selfie of yourself. I want to know who's actually making it to the end of these videos. I want to know who's watching these videos all the way to the end. Okay, I'm paying attention. I'm going to find out. All right, that's it. Have a great week.